All right, hey, what's up with it? I had to jump back on. My man had got at me. I guess we had our lines crossed. He wasn't ready. I don't know, but we ready now, and I'm about to go ahead and punch my man in right now. All right, guys. So we're here back for part two, trying to do a interview with my man. He's coming out of Daly City. I see him blazing the trail. And I wanted him to come in here and talk to y'all, and we're gonna pick his brain. We can't see him, don't trip y'all, but we can hear him just fine.
Oh,
And
they said that they could see me, by the way. I
they
think,
can see you.
yeah, I think they could see both.
Oh yeah, they say I can see both of you. Yeah, I see it right here. Okay, well, I mean, it's good then. Let's just go ahead and do it that way. As long as they see you.
Let's go with it,
Yeah.
man.
Uh, all right. So let me introduce you, man. This is my man Mikey Vee. He's coming out of Daly City, California. And for those of us in the Bay Area, Daly City is separate from San Francisco.
Yes.
So we're gonna get into that, and we're gonna see how he's got ties to the Bay Area. I like what Mikey V is doing. I had to get him on here and chop it up with him. And I appreciate you for showing up, bro. How you doing?
I'm good, man. And thank you for making that distinction because a lot of times I have to say, like, nobody knows where Daly City is from outside of the
Yeah,
Bay. So then I always got to be like, oh, I'm like right below San Francisco. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
I
Like
mean,
that's the only way people
a
will
lot
know.
of a lot of people would say that. I mean, even I have been guilty of that. Just saying Daly City, oh, San Francisco. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But that would be like saying San Leandro and Oakland are the same thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly. That's funny. I just came back from San Leandro right now.
oh, okay. That's probably why you
Yeah.
got caught in traffic, huh?
Yep. 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 Yep.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. So let's just jump right into it, man. I see you moving really tough. And like I said, you caught my eye, but you only sent music in a few months ago. So it's not like we had a real tight network going,
Yeah.
but I see how you moving, man. And I want to pick your brain on how are you motivated to mix life and music?
Big question. Um, I mean, my journey is kind of like a lot of up and down. You know what I mean? So I guess I started like doing this when I was like in high school. I started writing in high school. Then in college, I was in Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo. I was doing some like open mics and stuff like that, and started to make music with my homie M Shaw. Shout out to M Shaw.
Okay.
Um, and then I just like slowly built it up, and I started making more songs and started getting more creative in my writing. And then I eventually got into this Filipino group called Doyen. It was me and two of my closest homies, Rodney, No Name Rod, and Kriston Joseph, CJ. And then we were like a three-man Filipino team in the Bay Area, and then we did shows for like Filipino festivals and stuff like that. And then after that, I wanted to focus more on my career outside of music because I'm actually a mechanical engineer,
I was
and
gonna ask what you. I was gonna ask what you were in school for, but go ahead.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. So I went to school for mechanical engineering, and I got my degree. And so I worked at like Google, and like I've done like robotics and stuff like that. But like I always felt like I always just wanted to do music. You know what I mean? Like because I would when I was at Cal Poly, I literally got kicked out of school because I would literally just stay at home and just write. You know what I mean? I just make music instead of going to classes.
What
And
kind of music? What kind of music did you your Filipino group do? Where were y'all more
oh,
into?
we were
Like,
doing like hip hop, like wide range of stuff. We did hip hop, R&B, soul, everything. Like a lot of trap music, but it was like a lot of like like rebellious kind of stuff, and like just antagonistic kind of stuff. It was kind of funny.
what were the
Um,
influences?
the influences, well, my influences definitely come from Andre 3000, J. Cole. J. Cole was a big one for me because I remember like I would listen to like the warm up like every day uh in
That
school.
workout song, right?
Yeah, yeah, no, not even the workout song, man. Just like
Oh,
like the a grown Simba, all that. You know what I mean?
oh,
I
okay.
was listening
I
like
got.
for warm up in Friday Night Lights. I used to listen to a lot of Mos Def and Talib Kweli, like Black Star. Um, I used to listen to a lot of like Wu Tang. Um, but now my influences are more like like I said, J. Cole, Kendrick, JID, Smino, a lot of stuff, man. So I try to keep my ear to the ground and try to like try to be perceptive of how the music's changing, because like it's always changing. You know, the
Absolutely.
landscape's always changing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So as far as like your development of your style, right? Because I be trying to not step on people's toes and call them singers or
Mhm.
rappers when they're more singers. So it's like I see that you are mixing like the two really well. And it's like one song might have this type of vibe to it, and this song got the turf tilt, the
Yep.
street feel to it. And it's
Yep.
like, how do you do that, man? I mean, that's really dope to be able to mix those styles and still come up with something substantial. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
how do you come up with doing that? How are you honing it?
So that's a good question. So I feel like I've been doing that ever since I started. Like, I mean, I started with a lot of like, I used to do like YouTube beats, like with New Jabez. You know, I used to make songs over New Jabez, like rest in peace. Uh, and then eventually I just started like, you know, like people would ask me to make songs like, oh, can you do like a cover of Chris Brown's With You or something, like do a verse to that, and like just do random stuff, right? And then I just like, I realized that I was getting really good at kind of code switching in a way with the songs, like because I think my favorite thing about my music is the versatility, and I practice songs and I write songs that I've never done before, because I like to experiment and I like to, you know, get better. I like to be like a master of none, kind of like touch on everything. You know what I mean?
A jack of all trades, a master
A
of
jack of all
none.
trades, exactly, like
Yeah,
Renaissance kind of thing. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I really like that, because you know who did that really well? Triple X. You know,
Yeah, he
Triple
did.
X, he did that really well. He was going into like Spanish music, you know, Afro pop, and then he did like really emo music, and then he did hard hip hop. And I really fucked with Triple X. Rest in peace. Um, and people like Vic Mensa, I thought Vic Mensa did that really well.
Okay.
And then yeah, and I always thought like, because it's kind of like a pride thing. Like I want to show I can do it all. You know?
Well, I mean, well, you can do it all, man. I
Thank you,
mean, that's what I'm trying to
thank
showcase
you.
right here, and you're
Appreciate it.
speaking on it eloquently, man. You're doing really good.
Thank you.
As far as your daily routine, as far as like when you get up in the morning, I know what I do when I get up in the morning. I can't get the shit out my head when I'm asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So your daily routine, what do you do from when you wake up to when you go to sleep? Because you can't you can't have life and then so much music, because you're moving, you're doing shows. We're gonna get into all of that. You're doing shows, you got shit going on, bruh. So what is your daily routine? How do you mix it?
Okay, so the thing is, I'm actually unemployed right now. I just got laid off from Tesla, and they cut me in the big tech layoffs and everything like that. So then I've been like focusing on music a little bit right now, and so that's part of the reason why I have so much time to do all this stuff. And I think
Gotcha.
I've built a very good framework for how I want my brand to be. Like it took me a while. It took me like a couple years, but I built like a foundation where like I know what to film. I know what content I could make that could actually hit. You know what I mean? And I have a good setup for my camera and like, you know, like for my studio, you know, like everything's already kind of automated now.
Well,
Like